Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. Who's going down? This is Rasslin Rage. We'll do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
And now it's time for Wrestling Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
Hey, what's going? Hey, you all right there, buddy?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, just a small wheeze.
Anyways, hello everybody, and welcome to Rasslin Rage. And I am joined by Isaiah Broner and Tommy Vendetta. I'm going to ask them some questions about their upcoming match at XICW House Party 5, taking place on October 4th at a secret location. So we're going to talk about that. But before I do that, please scroll on down over this way. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red button. It'll be red. Click it, make it gray. If it's gray, you've already subscribed. Right next to that is a bell. That's the notification bell. Click that bell to be notified. So if you want to be notified when Rasslin Rage goes live, or MIDub, or we do an interview live, or we do anything, because there's all kinds of shit we do on this channel. So good stuff. All to support our homeboys in Michigan Independent Wrestling. So make sure you do that. Which, by the way, MIDub is live every Tuesday at 6:30. Rasslin Rage is live on Sundays at 7. Good stuff. Awesome. So, I cannot tell you how excited I am for this War Game style match that's about to go down here in a couple weeks at XICW, which is, by the way, the 300th event in XICW history. Big things there. So, I would love to take credit for the War Games match. However, I'm not exactly sure if that's a thing or not. So someone might fact check me, unlike half the politicians in the world. But first of all, let's talk about participating in the 300th event and the history that goes along with XICW in itself. What does something like this mean to you? First, Mr. Vendetta, and then we'll go to Mr. Broner.
I mean, for me, it's like, it's very significant. Like XI, I think I've said this before. XI is where I essentially got my start on the Michigan indie scene, and they trusted me enough to go out there and hone my craft in front of the crowd and stuff like that. So to be able to be a part of history now, it's just it's crazy. It's awesome. And then to also be in the style match that we are on this occasion. Oh,
right.
It's like all the stars are aligning perfectly.
Absolutely. Good stuff, man. What about you, Mr. Broner?
Same here. Just a tremendous honor. Just like Tommy said, I damn near got my start at XI a couple years ago. Been able to let me be myself and go out there and do what I do to the best of my abilities and continue to learn. And to go into this match with my brothers, it's a hell of an honor. So I'm really thankful to XICW for that opportunity. I'm thankful for everybody that attends, not just this show, but all other shows previously. We just tremendously honored to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but it was yesterday. And, it was Tuesday. Sorry, we're a day behind now. So Tuesday night on MIW, 3 out of the 4 gentlemen that you'll be facing in this War Game style match were special guests for MIW live. And I found what's that?
You mean Kira Inc. or?
Yeah, those guys.
I think it was War Clan.
Yeah,
War Clan.
Okay. Those guys. So I found out during that interview because, MM3 is kind of related to the promoter. I found out
unfair advantage.
I had no idea.
Sprinkle that out there.
Yeah,
it's not a conflict of interest or anything.
Yeah. So I found out that XICW has outlasted the major promotion that was in Michigan, and that was Big Time Wrestling that was ran by the Sheik. 20 years XICW's ran. I'm not sure how long Big Time ran, but I was told by MM3 that it's now longer than Big Time Wrestling.
Wow.
So that's pretty awesome if you ask me.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. So as far as the Midwest is concerned, that was all there was to know back in the day. Now we're going into a secret location War Games match, which we did find out is going to have a cage.
Mm-hmm.
So we weren't able to get your other member, Jack Price, because he's out tending to some business. But
he's making big money moves, those Black Diamond moves, you know, man.
Well, they had something to say about that last night. I don't know if you heard what they called him.
What did they call the Black Diamond Jack Price?
Well, they said something about him being a cubic zirconian or something like that.
I bet they couldn't even pronounce that word.
Probably.
I don't think I pronounced it right.
No, I think you said it flawlessly.
Oh, okay. Well, if you think so. Now, man, this chat's going crazy over here. They love you guys.
That's probably War Inc. They just have their popcorn sitting at home.
No, you got the Holland people, the Hollands.
Hell yeah, the Holland. What's up, the Hollands?
Right. Now, let's talk about this match coming up. Oh, who we got here?
Oh!
Uh-oh. Is that Twizzy?
Oh!
Look
Hey,
at this
Black
guy.
Diamond Jack
Oh!
You know what War Clan called you yesterday?
Yeah, I don't think he can hear you yet. There he is. Can you hear us now?
Hey,
Hey.
Yo, you know
I
what
can.
War Clan called you yesterday? They
What
said
they
you were
called me?
cubic zirconium, dude.
yeah, I did hear that. I heard that, and that pissed me off. Yeah.
You're
Now,
getting the two-piece, bro. I'm telling you.
the two
Bang,
piece.
bang.
Chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
Hold on, I'm moving some stuff so that it's not covering everybody up. There we go. Good. All right. Awesome. So we're going into a caged War Games. I don't know. There's something about a cage that adds a little bit more to any match or anything for that matter. I don't know. You could put two cats in a cage and it'd probably be very exciting. Now,
My cat would be dominant in
Right.
a cage.
I don't know.
Jiu-jitsu.
But I have to. How many of you have done a cage match previously, and is there anything that you're going into this match doing differently?
I've been in one.
One, Hana.
I think I've been in. No, just one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was myself and Jake something at Glory Pro, and it was essentially kind of like a War Game style match. It was one ring with a bunch of weapons involved and everything like that, and we came out victorious. So I'm undefeated in the cage, boys. Just let's do this.
Experience.
This would be my third.
Your third cage match, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you call me hardcore, dude.
My first one was like when I first started off in the business, and I did a moonsault off the top of the cage, and so I always remember that. And then my second cage was the first War Games with XI, and so this is my second War Games with XI. So we do have the experience on our side.
That's
This is true.
crazy. So now talking about, we were talking before you got here a little bit about history and XICW and the 300th event and all this stuff, right? And 20 years in the business. And for you to say, hey man, I've done this twice now. I've done War Games twice. That's a really big deal. I don't know if anybody else does think so, but I definitely do.
No, yeah. I don't think there's a lot of people that say that.
So the first War Games at XI, it was when Aaron and I was in the Kira Klan. So it was Aaron, myself, Dre, and Malcolm.
Back when you were misguided sheeple. I get you, dude.
Yes, exactly. Versus DBA, Jamie Cox, Congo Kong, and big guy. He's in a Fun Loving Criminals too.
Eddie Venom.
He had Venom, yes.
Mm.
So that was the first War Games. Now the time has changed, and now Kira Klan got 2 new people in the cage who have never been in a cage. So
Adam's going to be dead within 30 to 35 seconds of that bell ring. So then they're only going to really have one, and he's an emotional wreck. That dude's been listening to Billie Eilish on repeat while he cries in the shower and just dreams about the times when he was in Death Threat Army.
Oh,
so they're really in a handicap. It's 3-on-2 when you really think about it.
He did say fuck Tommy Vendetta like several times.
Man, he can eat my ass.
I don't know why they keep coming for you, Tommy. I don't get it.
Well, it's because I'm beautiful. I'm what he wants. He wants the hype. He wants the fame. He wants the glory. He wants the luscious beard.
Oh yeah.
He wants the extreme lack of ladies. You know.
Is the extreme lack of ladies? Oh, come on!
That's great, man.
Extreme lack.
Broner, how about you? Have you ever been in a cage?
If prison doesn't count, no.
That answer alone is why we're gonna mop the fucking floor.
Man, it looks like you in a holding cell right now.
I thought he was in a sauna.
Hey, you know how I do.
Yeah.
I just get him the vibe, you know. I haven't been in a cage match yet. I only been in the business a couple years, so this is my first, but it's a fight, so I'm used to fights. And looking at who we fighting, it's not gonna be that much of a fight. Let's look at him. Like, I feel bad for Adam. Really,
Alex. Dude, he's in so much pain. Already.
He's crying and shit. Like, Dre.
Alex gonna come out to the ring with like actual tears already flowing.
Know what he wants to be in life. He put on like Revline makeup, and now he think he's like Malcolm.
Did he just fall out of his chair?
Puts on makeup.
They're lost souls. Like, literally, it's sad when you actually look at it. It's just,
TJ.
Yeah.
TJ.
I just looked out
the lost soul.
Chair. I'm so confused by that.
Well, interesting stuff here. So we're going into a cage. We're going to a War Game style match. What are you guys doing? Is there anything that you're doing to prepare for the match that you want to tell anybody? I mean, I know you don't want to let the other team know exactly what you're doing, but I mean,
every morning I wake up and I eat a bowl of screws and nuts without any milk. So
screws and nuts.
Yep.
What kind of nuts?
Oh, like the kind that are like the metal kind.
Oh, those nuts.
That type of stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then I have tax for a snack. You know,
tax for
a little bit later in the day. Light tubes for lunch.
You hearing this shit? Now, what about you, Mr. Price?
Hey, you know, it's all a mental thing. You know, I'm just listening to my Justin Timberlake. You know, sometimes Beyonce, the wife like Beyonce, so she got that blasting in the house all the time. So, you know, it's just a mental thing. I'm ready. It's next weekend, right?
Yeah.
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 Really
okay,
soon, dude. Right?
Yeah. So
we're almost a week away.
Now, I'm about to hit the gym, get ready. You know, mask on, workout. But I'm ready though, man. It's nothing. I ain't gonna say it's nothing. I am afraid. I'm afraid of the Legos. I just feel somebody's gonna bring Legos, and I don't want to be the one. Let me tell you,
those Legos ain't shit. Those Legos ain't shit, dude.
You know, that's a mind thing. It's stuck in my head, Tommy. It's just in my head, and I'm like, no.
What you gotta do is once they dump them out, you gotta play mind games with. You gotta start building a spacecraft with them and just stare at them like this. Because they don't know what to do. They're just going to sit there and watch because they're confused. They want to know what you're building. And then by the time you're done, you have a weapon and you stab them in the neck.
Right. Before we get any further, I just want to give a shout out to Danny over there, a friend of mine that I used to work with at SMR. He's in the chat. Hello, Danny.
Hey,
Danny!
What up, Danny?
Yes, very good. So, you guys are crazy, first of all. But I think we all kind of knew that, right? But you have, first of all, you're still the Noah Proving Ground Tag Team Champion.
Oh, I'm glad you brought this up.
With Adam Wick,
though.
right?
Yes, I am.
It's an interesting dynamic, shall we say?
He's the tag team champs. Like Adam
Exactly.
he's.
See, I was watching the podcast when you had them on.
Okay.
And Josh said that Adam is holding his team together. That I'm leaving him in the dry for the other opponent, and all that is the other way around. Adam,
I can confirm that because when we wrestled you guys for those belts, he walked out and he supervised you, and you still were able to get out.
I'm the one getting
you dead to rights, bro.
Yeah. I'm the one that's getting knocked out all the time by my tag partner. So when I finally do it, now it's all my fault. Because I'm leaving Adam dry. That's not fucking fair. And then Adam keep talking, and he keep hitting. He keeps saying, I won this battle royal, and now I get a shot at any title that I want. And I'm not going to challenge you, Malcolm. I'm not going to challenge you, Dre. But I have my eyes on the light heavyweight title. Bitch, you don't have to cash in this damn trophy to get a shot. Just say you want a shot, and we can do it. You think you know me, but you have no clue about me, Adam. Like, Adam, I will whoop that ass.
He doesn't qualify for weight. He's a cruiserweight.
Yeah.
So he can challenge for it, but there's still the weight restriction limit, you know.
And he got lucky in that battle royal. Like I underestimated him, and that was my fault. I blame myself, but I will never let that happen again. Never.
Well, he did say, and Colton here, Colton Ryder Holland is in the chat, and he said Adam on MIW said that he would purposely lose the titles.
See, look at that. Why would you purposely lose the titles?
Because he has a loser's mentality.
This is Adam's first title in XICW.
You know what that is?
What's that?
That's little dick energy. We don't have that around here.
We don't like that little dick energy. We only have big dick energy here at Death Threat Army.
That's why we
not best drop dick ever. Big dick ever. You know.
Now I found it. I was just talking about this with you guys. Well, Isaiah and Vendetta, but I was saying that I found it entertaining that your promo for the match dropped roughly a half hour or so before the members of War Inc. / Kira Klan were on MIW, and you guys were calling them, what was it, War Clan and Kira Inc.
Kira Inc. Yeah.
War Clan is the best. It just hits you like a bus.
Now, it was awesome, by the way, but what exactly are you guys looking to do to the Kira Klan? Because there is a lot of history here, and I've talked about this extensively on the show, and I've talked about it with Jack before on the show, with Aaron and you, Tommy, and I talked about how I have been thoroughly awaiting the day that when Aaron Orion eventually gets his hands on one weaponized Alex Weir. And I'm just saying, okay, at some point in time, I would love to see that. But this is the next best thing, right? He's going to be there in the ring against all of you guys. Everybody that he turned his back on. You know, I go back.
I still remember Crowfoot.
That's what I'm. See,
I
so
was
do
watching from the
I.
balcony, helpless. I remember.
It was horrible, man. It was a real bad day, man. I didn't like that day at all. That was, man. So, is there any retribution? Because Adam obviously was a former member of DTA. Alex, former member of DTA. And then also Jack and Aaron, former members of Kira Klan. So, is there any retribution from this War Games match?
For me personally, I just like fucking people up. So I'm not really. I just want to fuck them. Like, they talk so much, like, and it's like a lot of talk about nothing. Like, I watched some of the interview, and I cut it off because they were making superhero references and Dre's burning test results on the screen. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but it's just talk, and it's so fucking confusing. Like, shut up, bitch, and fight, all of you. So that's where I'm at with it. Adam went from carrying our bags to sucking Dre and Malcolm's dick. So, Alex,
hey, you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
These are all facts.
Alex is an alcoholic now.
Facebook fact checker says this is all true.
He is an alcoholic because I did have him on, and he was quite heavily drinking the old, what was that, Captain Morgan spiced rum.
Yeah, it probably wasn't Captain Morgan spiced rum. He probably just poured watered down like Coke and whiskey into the bottle and then acted like it was hard liquor. Because if he even sniffs like Listerine mouthwash, he's just gone. He's hammered.
So Jeremiah Goldmain has entered the chat, and he says,
"Hey, that's my dog."
The chat is golden, and he says, "What up, Tommy?
What up, dog? How you doing?"
Yes, very good. So,
because you can, it's two other people in this month.
Oh shit, my bad, guys.
Wait. You guys drive me nuts. So, what is it? Wasteland must be a crappy place. Okay, listen, these guys are fighting now. What exactly are we looking for here? Are we going to see some bloodshed? Are we going to see? Why are you so? Do you believe there'll be Legos?
I think they mentioned there would be Legos. Someone mentioned.
I don't know why. I don't know why we got to bring Legos. Like I just don't know why.
What's wrong with Legos?
It's just, I never had Legos as a kid, for one, and then so.
I'm dude, is that it?
This is childhood shit.
Yeah.
That's
do you
want me to buy you a Lego
shit.
set for Christmas? It's right around the corner, dude.
Dude, I got a big tub of Legos, man. I
I
got a Lego Millennium Falcon.
But...
What you need, Holmes? I'll hook you up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, Colton says he'll bring a whole bin for you. No.
Well, all seriousness, I'm down. It don't matter. They're gonna need something to defeat us three,
right?
And
I mean, they're gonna actually have to pull out a 9mm pistol and shoot me in the fucking forehead to keep me from getting back up. That's fact.
Lego deathmatch, somebody says in the chat.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Right. Now, exactly, I've seen a cage match, obviously, but I've never seen a War Games match outside of, the big leagues on TV. You know what I mean? MLW, I know, did some War Games. I know NXT's done some War Games. And then obviously WCW, the original innovator with, I believe Dusty Rhodes is the innovator of the whole thing. And I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, it's Dusty Rhodes, but I think it started in NWA.
Right. And then moved on to WCW.
Yeah.
At some point. Now, exactly the history of these things, a lot of shit can happen, even just not a cage. I mean, you go back in history, and whenever I think of a cage match, the first thing I look at is Undertaker versus Mick Foley, or Mankind, whatever you want to say, right? And when Mankind goes through the top of the cage. Is there anything like that you guys foresee in the future of this match? Oh, MM3's here. He
You
said
said MM3's here?
yeah, he's here. Right there.
Oh, what's up? What's up, little guy?
Jack Price broke ass had mega blocks because he couldn't afford Legos.
Hey, man, why you gotta bring that up? I had Mega Blocks too. Mega Blocks are sweet.
That's what he said.
Man, you see, I'm still waiting to get my rematch with Malcolm. Like the first time we wrestled, I was sick as a dog, and I still took him to the limit. So I'm gonna make sure I'm not sick at War Games. I'm gonna make sure I'm not sick ever again because I'm gonna hold this lightweight
taking your
heavyweight
vitamins,
title.
Take them vitamins. Listen.
Yeah, I've been taking them. I've been taking them, man. I'm ready to whip some ass.
Yeah. Now,
Alright.
XICW, they've said this is the last show of the year. They announced that and said this will be it. We've still not finished Proving Ground. What do you guys think about where we're at as far as indie wrestling goes? Because I was talking to some guys the other night, and I'm thinking to myself, if we're at, say, 20% or 10% capacity, I mean, and that's 100 people, that's 10 people. So what are we going to do? What do you think? What's up?
That's a good question.
I know it's a good question. That's why I ask all the hard ones.
Go ahead.
Hopefully, I'm hoping, just hoping it continues to get better. Like that's the only thing we can hope for at this point. With Mr. Chainsaw, like they ran, like we actually were able to run inside, and they did it the correct way. It was a nice turn. So hopefully, if we're able to run inside, everybody follows the guidelines, and even if it's not at full capacity or what we used to or whatever, hopefully we can run something, whatever. Like to go from October into next spring and not be able to wrestle, like nobody really did. So hopefully we can work something out and stuff continues to improve so we can run.
Everybody's going to be buying rings and putting them in their garage so that they can practice.
Honestly, man, it might come to that. We're going to have to start having speakeasy wrestling shows all over the place.
Dude, that's a great idea.
I can't take credit for that one. That was Aaron's idea.
We're going to put that up on the bulletin board, my friend. What was that? Bolt? Let's put a pin in it. All right? And we'll come back to it. We're going to put a pin in it. We're going to come back to it. We're going to circle around. Now, I have to admit, there are a lot of factions in the state of Michigan right now, and I'm sure everybody else agrees too. We just had a new one come on the radar. What was it? 2 weeks or a month ago? We now have the Hollow as well, and now we have another one in at what is it? In Southgate there, we have the Armageddon or something like that. We have that one.
Oh, yeah.
At Metro Pro. So we have a lot of factions now. And I was thinking when I had the other guys on, I was thinking, I'm like, we could do some really interesting things with War Game styles matches with a battle of factions, right? So, I mean, War Game style, but all factions versus factions, almost like a Chamber Max match, where members of the faction are released at certain times to come to the ring and enter the cage or what have you. There is so many possibilities. What is your thoughts on having something that large?
I'd love it. Anything that has never been done before, and if it can be done right, and I think it would be successful. Like you said, there's a ton of different factions. Even if it was something like a War Games tournament type deal, kind of like how they did the tournaments back in the day, where you just wrestle 4 or 5 times on the show and stuff like that. I wouldn't even mind doing something like that. See how physically far you can push yourselves and see who actually is the best. Death Threat Army is, but other people can try for second.
Yeah, I mean, but this would definitely put a definitive stamp on the legacy that is Death Threat Army right there,
100%.
First ever winner of the Battle of Factions or whatever we call it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, we got someone comparing it to the Crockett Cup, I guess, but it wouldn't be.
I know what you mean.
Right, it would definitely be a awesome thing for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I would like to remind everybody that you will see this War Game style match at XICW House Party 5, okay? Now, I'm very, very, very certain that there are limited amount of tickets left, if any at all.
Yeah, they're completely sold out.
Oh, they're sold out now?
Yep.
See, all right, so you can't get tickets. Sorry, and you lose.
You waited too long, folks.
Right. You do not pass go.
To witness history.
You do not collect $200. This guy's going to work.
Straight to jail.
No. We will see this there, so I'm sure at some point you will see the matches on XICW's YouTube page, so make sure that you head on over there and subscribe. If you would also like to head over to their social media, get on down into the description down there. There are links. There is also links to Tommy Vendetta and Isaiah Broner's social media. I did not know Jack Price was going to be joining us tonight, so I did.
He's a surprise.
He was a surprise, so I will have to go back and add that, of course. Closing words before we get out of here. Anything you'd like to close on, Mr. Vendetta?
Well, let's see. Where do I start? Well, to address the guy who's been speaking on me all this time and whatnot, Adam Wick, I don't really have much left to say. At this point, you're kind of like herpes. I wish you would just go away, but you don't. So
did you just compare him to herpes?
Yeah. He's just like, man, I really want you to go away, and I know you won't, but here we are. So even if it means that I gotta take part of me to kill you, that's what's gonna happen, brother. It's just a thing. And then once I'm done with Adam, I'm gonna move my focus on to Dre. And I'm going to continue to dismantle what is the war boy, or excuse me, what was the war boy. Because you see, he's already feeling pain. He's already hurt. I'm already in his head. Not only am I in Dre Jacobs' head, but I'm also in the war boy's head. I'm in two of them. I'm an infestation, and I ain't going anywhere. I'm not herpes, though.
Like bed bugs.
I'm bed bugs.
There you go.
Because they're cute. But yeah, Adam Wick's a bitch. Alex Weir cries in the shower while listening to Post Malone. Dre Jacobs has a deeper makeup collection than most of my ex-girlfriends. And Malcolm Monroe III can't even ride some roller coaster rides at Cedar Point. All right, Isaiah, closing thoughts.
Those are very wise words. I don't even know how you follow that up. Just really looking forward to whooping y'all ass. Y'all talk a lot. A lot. I don't know how many. Y'all like the NWO now. I don't know who's in the group. I think I saw Neil with a Kira Klan shirt on at once, and I'm just like, what the fuck is
fucking Neil?
I guess he's like Virgil. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. But whoever gets in that cage is getting their ass beat. This is just the bottom line. You guys can decide on the name. Herpes Clan, some shit. I don't fucking. October 4th, we gonna beat that ass. 4-on-3. We don't need another person. Just us three. Because y'all, it's already a handicap match. You got an alcoholic and you got a dick sucker. That cancels those two out right there. Who the fuck needs them?
Well, on that note, I would like to remind everybody that this match will be going down on October 4th, House Party 5. And that'll be it for XICW in 2020. And we'll see them again in 2021. And hopefully we will be back indoors.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Go away, COVID, you motherfucker. Now, remind everybody, slap the subscribe, hit the thumbs up, go subscribe to everybody. What do we do? Follow? Is that what we do? Do we twit the Twitter or the twat? I don't know. We twat the Twitter.
Twatter tweets, man.
We twatter tweet? Okay.
We tweeting twats around here.
We're tweeting twats. I like tweeting twats. You know what I mean? Anyways, I will see you all Sunday. What is it? That's not a promise. That's a death threat.
That's a death threat.
Yeah.
Chitty, bang, bang, bitch.
This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin